From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 58, right there. Don't get nervous. He's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
Off play action. Newton. Moving the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And that's coming inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You don't want it. Out.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
180. 58, come on. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
70, Indy. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Shoot!
And an alley to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Bravo!
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll drop the throw. Looks the throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch that in, tight end right.
Now a handoff looking right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter brought the time to change things. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From just shy of midfield, Newton flush to his right. They're connecting here with DJ Sharp. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Cut his left. Cut his left.
Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
What is it? 180. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check. 20. Check 24. What is it?
Now Newton on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Seibert's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Come on, baby. Let's go. This side. Let's go. Let's go. Down.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Newton dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. And he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Newton now to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, look at it. Check. 45. Somebody. Express. 20. SOS.
Throwing again on second down. Newton buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Pull it hard. Hey, exit.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Ready. You go tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, high 7.
Second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Nixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 55. Hey, Delta. It's outfield. It's outfield.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Run you over. Check. 8. Check.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Ready? 88. 20. Check 26. Check 26. Ready?
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Newton steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Mike 55.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
31. Check 31.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Right left. Move for Creasy.
Watch time. Tight end right.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, we got tight right.
They'll run here with Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
No need points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Come on now, let's go.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, just one last drive here for 5.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all the time.
It's out. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you reach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first down, Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a